Everybody get your fucking hands up.
Cruise ship is gonna look like. Of course, they got their billboard advertisements and some 3v3 courts, it looks like here. Basically, the premise of current gen goes as follows. You're on a cruise ship and the cruise ship is going to different destinations. It'll stop at those destinations and you get off. So you're playing on the sea and you'll stop and get on land and play on land as well. So the environment should change enough to the point where you don't get tired of seeing the same thing over and over again. But it's a little interesting how the cruise ship works because it's like different decks, and I think you take elevators to go to different decks and each deck has its own thing going on with it. 2K says there's 5 different tiers starting with the lobby on deck 4. The lobby was the video I showed you earlier where it had the wreck and you scroll around and there was a little shopping center too. They also introduced the My Court, which is gonna be on deck 8 here. There's also Pro-Am games and team practice facility courts on deck 8. On deck 14, there's gonna be the Ante-Up. Finally, it sounds like on both next gen and current gen, the Ante-Up, or the stage as many call it, is making a return. Ante-Up has been in 2K since what, 2K15, and for some reason the past couple 2Ks they made it into a park event where it wasn't 24/7 anymore, so you had to wait till the park event to play Ante-Up. But it seems like both on current gen and next gen, stage is making a return. They say on deck 14 there's also going to be 2v2s, 3v3s in the Gatorade training facility, so there's that. But once you get to deck 16 over here, you get the 3v3 games, a new 5v5 court with park rules surrounded by a lazy river properly titled The Moat. There's no visuals of that just yet, at least not one that I've seen, but I'm curious to see how that's gonna look because I think it should look visually fucking dope. And as 2K reminds us here, lastly, to avoid getting cabin fever, the cruise ship will dock at a myriad of locations this year. Seasons will serve as a gateway for exciting new excursions, taking you to tropical and recognizable locales each season. They promise fresh content, new rewards, and unique events for you to engage with. And so this is the Operation Sports article. For some reason, 2K was late to dropping information from other sources, but 2K had some information in their courtside report that for some reason wasn't anywhere else on the internet. So it's like you had to just find the information where they was putting it, but it was everywhere. So 2K also shows us visuals here of what the My Court looks like. And if you've played 2K for years, you would see this and just be disappointed, because although I'm excited My Court is back, 2K, for sake, please just push this wall back. This is gonna give you the same camera issues the My Court has been giving us for years. Since like 2K15 has been the same issue. Bro, it's so easy to fix the issue. Why are y'all so allergic to making small fixes, small quality of life fixes? So I imagine this My Court's not gonna be any different than the ones in years past. It's just gonna be like cramped up, and anytime you get close to the wall, the camera's looking like this and you can't see ahead of you any more than you're. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into it all over again, but if you enjoyed the My Courts in the past, they're back. Hopefully they're not as glitchy to get into. There's been years and years of issues just trying to load into your friends' different My Courts, but 2K reintroduces it here. You know, I'm interested. Maybe the reason 2K is not calling the next gen crib a My Court is because you can't load into it with your friends. Maybe it's your home, but other people can't visit you at that home. Maybe that's why they have the Gatorade private courts. Actually, that kind of makes sense when you think about it, that theory. Because they don't have the Gatorade private courts on current gen, so they have to have a My Court. But because they have it, I might have just came on to something, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, if it was up to me, I'd rather have a private court with good cameras than a My Court with garbage cameras. But 2K says, again, like previous years with the My Court, you can change up your backboards, your net, your mesh, and your murals on the wall. All of the stuff you could do previously on the My Court, you could do on this year's My Court as well. A couple more pans. Hey, 2K, whichever camera y'all using right now, can we have access to this camera on like a theater mode, please? It's something that a lot of designers and content creators have been asking for. It would be very, very useful. So 2K also shows us this video here, a top deck, and this is where the 2s and the 3s. Oh, this is just 2s, it looks like. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know which one I'm gonna be playing, to be honest with y'all. Part of me believes that it has to be next gen because that seems like where the what the f. Go back, did I just see a boxing ring? What the hell? Okay, here's the Gatorade training facility where it's bigger than ever. They have a boxing ring where, please tell me we could play boxing. I know it's not, I know it's a basketball game, guys, at the end of the day, but damn. Is that a slide? Did you guys just see that right there? Is that I guess this is how you transport then, huh? I thought it was gonna be elevators, but I guess you just slide around in these little tubes. Which is like, oh, there's an elevator right there too, so it might be both, who knows. They got the bench presses and all the same workouts they've had in previous years of the Gatorade training facility. They got the dash. Okay, that's pretty cool. I appreciate 2K showing us those visuals. But there's actually been something really, really interesting happening, especially on Twitter, but even on YouTube, and if you look on Reddit, any 2K community. There's been like this